Evie's got her snakes. She's on her way home with them right now. In case anybody's in here. Dale's home with his parrot. Oh, what happened? Come on. Bear with me for a minute. What in the fuck? Why does it always do this? See. There we go. Hey, look, see if anybody's even in here. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Evie's got her snake. She's on her way home with them. I'm anxious to hear what she has to say this morning. Dale's at home with his parrot, or his parrot's home. Good morning, Julia. Not very good news, though. They said that if they operated, his bird probably wouldn't make it. So he ended up bringing it home. They gave it some pain med stuff, and so to keep him comfortable, and pretty much I guess it's the waiting game for him, which is horrible. I feel really bad for Dale right now. Morning, everyone. I'll leave Ziggy alone. We'll take out Twin. Oh, where are you? Come on, Twitch. Take Twitch out. Yeah, I wish Dale had gotten good news too. But he's having it rough this morning. Bear with me for a second. There we go. Oh, I want to see what's going on. Oh, alright. I wanted to see if it was from Evie or not. Morning, Skeeta. Yeah, I'll have her out for a minute, for a little bit. No worries. I noticed that I watched yesterday's live to look. I'm doing good this morning. How are you doing, Skeeta? They still don't look. Raven, I thought looked more purple than she does. I went back and watched the video, and Raven's not very purple. And Aurora is way lighter in that video than she is in person. So it's closer. That's awesome, Skeeta. Thank you. It's funny, a lot of you guys are all watching me when you guys are at the doctor's office. And see, her head right there looks more orange here on this camera than she does in person. She's a pretty girl, though. Yeah, Evie's got her snakes. I think that's awesome. I can't wait for her to get home and get her to come in here on this live. Baby girl. I think so too. I bet she's happy with them. Oh, she got two this morning, so I guarantee she's happy with them. I know she is, but I'm telling you, they always look so much better in person than they ever will in any photo or video. You know, I get my daughter. My daughter's a photographer, and I'd love to get her over here to fucking film some of these snakes. But even this zoom, I noticed, I don't know what the deal is, but it's still not very clear. Like if I go and take still shots, I can get the eyes wicked, and they're still not really picking up. I noticed that they still look kind of shitty to me still. Oh, the IMG, she's fine, Skeeto. Yeah, it is coming in clear, but I'm still not able to give you them real good eye shots because she's got beautiful eyes, but they're not really picking up here on this video. That's what sucks. See right there, you can't really see. I mean, you get somewhat of an idea, but it's still, I mean, unless it's just my TV, maybe. But I noticed that Roxy's the Doomerals bow. I noticed that she didn't go and that her white eyes didn't show up for shit. I mean, she's got like white. Her whole pupil's white. I mean, her whole outside of her eye is white, and then just that black pupil. And it really didn't show up here on this camera on video yesterday. And then, like I said, Aurora looked way brighter, on that in yesterday's live than she ever is in person. I mean, she's really, really dark, but she looked really light yesterday. Yeah, I don't know how far away. I didn't ask Evie how far away the shipping hub was to her house. So I don't know how long it's going to take her to drive home. So, but yeah, Dale probably won't be in today. He might watch, but I doubt he'll even do that. He's pretty bummed, and he's spending as much time as he can right now with his bird while he's still got him. So. It's raining and 54 here today. I put Blaze and Feisty back together last night, but I didn't get no locks. I didn't get no locks this morning. Right now they're just hanging out. I was going to separate them, but neither one of them bothering the other one, so I'll just leave them together today. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Skeeter. Ziggy's still in shed, Julia. That's why I haven't took him out. I can. I'll take him out for a few minutes. I'll put this girl back. I'll put Twitch back. And I'll take Ziggy out for a little bit. Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. Ziggy's eyes are come out of blue, but he's really, really dark. And you'll be able to tell compared to his sister how much darker he is than she was. Here he is. Let's see how dark he is. But see, his eyes aren't in blue anymore. They're just coming out. He's still got the bluish tint eye caps. He is a pretty boy. Yeah, brother and sister. That is absolutely right, Skeeter. Yeah, clown 66% heifer. Let's see if I can't show you. See, he's still got a tinge of blue. They're not blue. His eye caps aren't blue like they was yesterday, but they're they've still got a tinge of blue to them, if you can see. But he's really pretty, but he's a lot darker than his sister right now. But you see his temperament's still great, even in shed. You know what I mean? Yeah, he'll be all shedded out. Well, he should be all shedded out. He could possibly have a shed or two before you get him, but and after he sheds, I'll get a weight on him. I don't want him. There's no sense in weighing him right now, but I'm gonna put him back. We'll let him go and sit in that nice humid hide, a humid tub. All right, Skeeter. Morning, everyone. I think this girl eats tonight. Let me look. No, Roxy, Freckles, Caesar, and Storm. Yeah, just wait until after my live. Later tonight would be best. Later this afternoon, Julia. I'm going to take you out. I just want to show you her. Like, take her out, I should say. got a paper towel. Come on, pretty girl. You gonna let go of your paper towel? Hi. You gonna give me kisses this morning? Huh? You gonna give me kisses this morning? Come on. You gotta let go of that paper towel. Alright, girl. Alright, girl. Come on. Let's not mess around here. Oh, calm down. Oh, calm down. Oh, calm down. I got you. I got you. I got you. All right. All right. All right. You got to let go of this paper towel so you feel better. I don't know why you got that paper towel all wrapped up. Kisses. I just tried to put you up there. Your terms. You want to do everything on your terms? Jeez. You fucking throw a fucking one girl party last night or what? No, you're not going back. Look at that. As if. As if. You don't ever want to just go normally right back, you shithead. Come on, you gotta let go of that fucking paper towel. Oh, come on, girl. Alright, there we go. We can get that piece of paper towel out of there now, can't we? Yes, look at that. Just like so. I knew it. It's just... Alright. You don't need to squeeze around my neck. Come on, you. I think somebody's a little not so happy this morning. Come here, girl. Come here. Because now she's on the back side of me. Come on, girl. Oh. Come on, you. Yeah. Yeah. Why was you squeezing so hard for? Don't squeeze yourself, you dummy. You big dummy. Huh? You big dummy? You're being crazy. You're being crazy, girl. Try to show her in the dark because she's showing up. Oh, she got my phone. She wants to get my phone. She's showing up way light here. She's way darker than this. Trust me. Oh, she's being crazy this morning. But that's just crazy. I mean, this is crazy for her anyway. Still not Brian Boas crazy. She's just a Fruit Loop. She's being a Fruit Loop this morning. A Fruit Loop this morning. She's just wanting to make a call. She's just... she is a good girl. She is a pretty girl. I wouldn't part with her. I paid $1,200 for this snake Skeeter when she was this big. I wouldn't part with this girl. And I tell you right now, yeah, I wouldn't take $1,200 for her right now. I can tell you that. Tasha used to wrap around the little radio I had in the bathroom. I'd like to be the I'd like to be laying there playing with her on the bed and all the ones she wrapped around. Babies are still gonna be $1,000 more, you know. But I'm not breeding her, Skeeter. I got actually no plans to breed any of my boas. These guys are just pets, you know. And I only have a few boas I'm actually gonna breed too. But go on Morph Market. There's all kinds on Morph Market. You know, you got Brian's boas. He's got some IMGs. I don't know right now, but he normally has some IMGs. And you got Jason's Exotics. You got my buddy on Instagram, Casa de Fuego Reptiles. That's where I got her from. You know, and he's out in Florida, so he has all kinds of people to go. If he doesn't have any, he can find them, and he can get pretty much whatever you want. Oh, literally. I don't know. Maybe I'm too close this morning. See if that's better. I don't know. Looks just dark now, don't it? That's better. Yeah, those were expensive too. Actually, that Dale's buddy just bought an all white boa, and you're talking big money for those too. Oh, it seems like the prettier they are, the more expensive they always are. Oh, maybe I need to go up here like this. I'm trying to figure out what's best here, so where I can catch the light. You know what I mean? She's such a good girl. See, I think before, because she had that friggin' paper towel and she wasn't really feeling like she was anchored to anything. I think that's why she got a little runny there in the beginning. Because this girl's normally really good. You need to get a ring light for your room. I know. Good morning, Tiana. Tiana's in. That better? That ain't better. I can't tell. My TV fucking looks like shit anyway. Evie's on her way home, Tiana, with her snakes. I don't know how long it takes her, but just before I started the live this morning, she messaged me. Good morning, everyone. I had to go see if who's in here. Well, how many's in here? I don't know who's in here. It doesn't tell you who's in here unless you comment. So, but thank you everybody that's joining us. Is this better? That looks better. Looks like she's happy, just climbing up. She is now, but that's the thing. I think, honestly, I think because she had, when I first took her out and she had that friggin', I don't know if she's not, yeah, I couldn't talk her into getting on the live, Tiana. Oh, I'm the only one that's stupid enough to fucking get on here. Everybody else got enough fucking smarts to fucking not fucking video themselves. You know, I guess I don't know why. I don't know why I do it. It's probably because I've been doing it for years. You know, I had a grow channel that did really, to me did really well. I have over 1,000 followers on that channel, but I haven't shot those videos in forever. Will you stop? This girl wants to go in my mouth. Oh, it's a big hide, she said. Oh, I know that Evie's gonna come on. I think she's just gonna be commenting like normal. I tried to get her to come on, but I don't think she will. I'll have to change my settings if she wants to come in. Which if we can talk her into coming in, I'll back out and I'll change the settings so she can come in. But I have to lock it at vertical. That's the only downside to doing lives is you got to lock the fucking phone vertically, not the horizontal way. That gives this wide shot. Got a couple, yeah. I see you got some on YouTube too. You got videos on YouTube. I didn't see the ones on Facebook. Yeah, I should have asked Evie how long it takes her to get home. All right, buddy. Skeeter's at a doctor's appointment this morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing good. It's 54 and rain here. So, which I don't give a shit. Let it rain as long as it ain't snow. He's home with his bird, but it's not good news. You know what I mean? He's home. He's home, and it's the waiting game. They said they don't want to do. Just a second, Julia. They don't want to. They don't want to do surgery because they don't think his bird would make it. So pretty much, it really isn't anything they can do. So Dale's got him at home, but he's got medication to help him keep him comfortable and an inflammation, so to help keep the swelling down. But pretty much, it sounds like it's a waiting game. They didn't give him any hope whatsoever. So, I'll have to ask Jeremy because he does his with sideways, and he can add other people to. It's probably because he's got more subs than I do. When you only have, once I hit 500 subs, if I ever hit 500 subs, I get more options to my lives. Right now, I'm at the 50 subs in over, which is you get bare minimum of what you can do on your lives, options. But if I ever hit 500, then I get to actually go and change. Then I got other options and other stuff that I can do. And then when you hit 1,000 subs, all your live options open up, and I think that's when I get messages, and AI will read them to me. It'll tell me who messaged, and then it will talk it to me. Because I've seen in a bunch of videos how they don't have to sit there and keep looking at the screen and watching the screen. A fucking computer voice tells them so and so commented, and then it tells them what they commented. So I wouldn't actually miss anything if my back's turned. So I'm assuming that You know, I'm at the bare minimum options on my lives right now because I don't have enough subs, and it don't matter. Whatever. I am. I'm fucking waiting for Evie. Where are you, Evie? And I know the snakes are all right. It's not my first shipping, you know what I mean? But like anything, you still worry. You just don't know who the fuck's handling them, you know what I mean? See all the time. See all the time FedEx fucking delivery guys just throwing people's packages, and you know, that would piss me off. Fucking somebody does that with my snakes or her snakes. Yeah. Yes, this is Aurora. Sorry. I can't see now. I can see what I'm shooting. And she's a lot darker than she's looking on this on here. I noticed. I went and looked at some of those videos this morning, and I wasn't very impressed. Put it that way. At all. I wish it would come in better on my TV so I could actually see how good it is or how bad it is. Come here, girl. She always wanting to get in my mouth. I can't tell if I'm shooting her or not. There we go. So we get that damn camera out of here, Dad. I want to see what she says, but she's excited. I texted her at 6 o'clock this morning. Uh, it was before 7, and I said, as of shortly after 6, when I looked, because I went on and my wife checked the tracking, and as of 5:24 this morning, they had made it to New Jersey. So, and then the wife checked a little after 7 o'clock, and it still said they were still departed. They departed New Jersey, same as the time. Oh, I got a text. I wonder what it is. I hope it's her. Hopefully she'll come on here. She might not have time though. She said she wanted to take today off, but she didn't. Hold on, I want to see. Is it her? Oh, yeah. I think Evie will be coming on. She sent me a video. Hopefully she'll come on here. So we could just sit here and wait, people. Come on, Evie. Where are you? But that's good. She's obviously home because she sent me a video and stuff. So hopefully, I'm waiting. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm so pumped for her. Is she here? Evie, where are you? I can't wait for you to share with everybody, what she thinks. Oh, come on, girl. That's right. Duck your head. Good girl. Actually, she gonna go in? I think she is. No shit. Yeah, I didn't really think she wanted to be out this morning. I don't think Boas necessarily want to be out every day. I will say that. I did, but you want to see what they're doing? Oh, I'll show you her tail. You want to see what they're doing? That's what they're doing. They didn't lock last night. And I was gonna separate them this morning, but where they're not messing with each other, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go and worry about it where they're not. You know, if one of them was trying to rest and the other one was like just running around in there, I'd separate them. Come on, Evie. Oh, Evie, where are ya? It's raining here today, and everybody says that's the best time to pair your snakes is when it's raining and you get that drop, the pressure drop. But we'll see. I'll leave them in there today, and when I'll check on them later tonight, and if they haven't locked, I'll probably leave them overnight, and then tomorrow morning I'll separate them. I am excited, man. I fucking love everybody to get brand new snake. I still remember, you know, because I love animals. So that's what I still remember. The fucking day that I knew that fucking Callie was coming, and I'll be honest, I didn't know about the whole and didn't think about the whole bouncing around in the truck bullshit. And Callie actually came to my door. I didn't actually go to the hub and pick him up. Every snake after I picked up from the hub. But he was good. Riding around that fucking truck all day. And when I got him, he was great still. You know what I mean? The people that are the true animal people do remember that anytime we got our first animals, whether it's snake, fucking rabbit, guinea pig, you know what I mean? I remember all them times. I remember all my animals. I can't remember shit, but I can remember all my animals I have had, which is pretty fucking amazing. Oh, who do we want? Who do we want to take out? Man. No, and I don't blame you. I'm excited for when I'll be just as excited when you got yours coming too. You know what I mean? And Heather too. Honestly, I'm so happy with how things ended up. Honestly, because they weren't moving. I had 3 babies that I had up for sale. The rest weren't. I wasn't going to sell any of them. And then, but because I did sell, I am selling all the ones that I am. That's why I'm thinking about actually pairing again. Because, and I'll just wait. And if I get eggs from them, then what I'll do is I'll sell what I can, and if I have to hang on to any of them for any length of time, like I did, these ones, because I don't really advertise, some of them snakes weren't even on Morph Market. You guys do know that because you saw I had to put them on Morph Market for you guys to even, I didn't really try to sell, so it's not like I couldn't sell them. I just didn't really try to push any. I left 2 or 3 up there. I put Vixen on there with what I thought was a high price, especially for a small time breeder. Yes, that's what they were going for, $2,000. $1,500 to $2,000, and I put $2,000 on them because I really didn't want to get rid of her. But I was like, if somebody else, somebody wants to give me $2,000, I'd think about doing it. Hey, Evie's on. Haha, she got her beautiful snakes. Now tell everybody. I'm going to shut up and I want you to tell everybody. I want to know what you actually think. I want, this is the first time. Tell us, Evie. We want to hear it. She's in total awe. I knew you would. They don't look so much better in person. I see you sent me a video and you sent me a text. I'll watch it after. If I try to watch it now, it'll kick me out of my live, so. I'm so happy, Evie. I knew you would. But I knew you were gonna be blown away too because they look so much better than they do on this fucking video, don't they? You know? I mean, I do my best to show what they actually look like, but until you guys get them at your house. But I was the same way with every fucking one of mine. You know what I mean? Every one of them I was blown away by. Like I said, Dale almost kind of tries to, like, not necessarily photograph them in the fucking absolute best light. You know what I mean? Which I understand. Romeo's a bit nervous. Lieutenant Dan all over me. Really? Romeo was nervous? He'll come out of it. Evie, I want to say, honestly, last night, Caroline took out Phoenix, and Phoenix just kept sitting there staring at her. And I mean, staring at her to the point where we knew she weren't going to try to bite her or anything. But they're both, yeah, I'm surprised he's a little nervous. But, like I was going to say, last night, Caroline, and you guys have seen Caroline. Caroline holds all these snakes. She doesn't hold as much as me, obviously. And I'm the one normally that they, I'm the forehead that they see, when I open tubs up. So, but last night she was holding Phoenix, and Phoenix was just sitting there staring up at her like she was studying her, like she was trying to figure out who she is. Yes, and I do. It could be it, Evie, But he's used to being handled. So I guarantee it, within the first couple times that you start holding him, he'll come right out of that if he's a little shy. Yes, he will be fine. See, it looks like a fucking pine tree with like a dot in the middle of it. It does. Like this, you can literally, it looks like a pine tree. And Heather's going to be blown away because hers looks like it's got a skull, literally a skull, or like the Punisher face, No, and I know they're in good hands, and they're not going to do anything. If he's him being shy, he's going to try to go away. He's not going to be confrontational. I guarantee it. And like I said, I guarantee it. Within a few handling sessions, he's going to get used to you. You smell all that. But last night, Phoenix was studying my wife like she was trying to figure out who the hell's got me now. You know what I mean? And then I took her and she went and acted like her normal self. You know what I mean? And she wasn't like looking like she was biting her. To me, in the life, it just looked like she was like, "Hey, who are you? What in the hell?" Which was kind of funny. No, you didn't miss it. Evie just came in. Yes, it is, and I'm telling you, anytime you're having a bad day or you get that bad feeling come across over you, take one of them snakes out and it's just going to melt away. The only thing you're going to be thinking about is you and the snake, that the bond that you've got with the snake, and everything else won't matter. They are very therapeutic. Very, you know. That's why I love my animals. I might go off the deep end and shit, but my animals are what ground me. They keep me grounded and they keep me from. No, I'm telling you, Evie, they are and it's just amazing. You'll be able to read a book or watch a movie or do whatever the fuck you're doing, and they're gonna be happy just being out with you. I mean, literally. You'll be able to sit. I mean, there's people that sit at the kitchen table and do their computer thing, or they're reading a book, and their snake will be sitting right there in between the book and them, and just be happy that you know, that it's got someone to hang out with. They are not mindless animals. You know, Yes, it does just get better. Julia's right. It only gets better. And it's in literally, you think you got a bond with them now, you wait till tomorrow night. Just tomorrow night from tonight, you're gonna be like, it feels like you've had them forever. You know, it's just natural. I'm so happy and I'm so pumped. Like I said, I wasn't worried about shipping, but I mean, it's always still, like I said, in the back of your head that you could get a bad shipper. Somebody that goes, wants to shake the fucking box and shit. You know what I mean? And that's why I like packing them the way I do, because if they do, they're not gonna bounce around hardly at all. You know, and some people, there are people out there that fucking think that the way I actually packed them, oh, they need more room than that and all that. But the more room that you give them more area and more bounce. You know what I mean? And them being the way they was actually is way nicer than shipping one snake by itself, because they still know each other's in there. You know? And I'm sure they felt way more comfortable than when I shipped a single snake by themselves. Just, like us, just knowing somebody else is there. You know, I know if I get kidnapped, I hope I get kidnapped with somebody. At least we can go mumble back and forth, I'm assuming they're going to take my mouth fucking shut. And like an idiot to the store and scared the girl. And like an idiot, I went to the store and scared the girl. I didn't mean to scare her, but when she screamed, I was looking around for someone doing something. The next one you do, you should pack on a lie so we can see it. Yeah, I can. Basically, all I do is I put them in their bag and I use newspaper. And I prefer to, honestly, I'd rather use paper towel, but my reasoning for not using paper towel, which paper towel, obviously, the corners and all that are way softer than like newspaper corners when you got it crushed up. But newspaper doesn't absorb a whole bunch of moisture. Paper towel will absorb a whole lot of moisture, and I was worried about the paper towel possibly removing any moisture that might be in the box, or it would stop pulling moisture out of the snakes, because obviously they get shipped with no water. You didn't get a package in there, did you? No babies pooped over in the bag, did they, Evie? So happy to get them. I called a cab. I saw another car in front of the house thinking it was my cab. It was a total stranger. He was like, this is not a car service. Oh my God, Evie, that's too funny. They would take my mouth shut because I'd be cussing. Inside down. I don't know. Could be fine. You might find out the kidnappers are just like you, and you'll end up just letting you go, and you'll end up hanging out with them anyway. That's what I figured it's going to happen to me. Fucking somebody's going to kidnap me, want to kill me, and then when they actually get to know me, they might go, Jesus, he's really not that bad. I told you that came with the stuff. And I told my wife, I don't know why in the fuck they'd send a back scratcher for. And she goes, oh, it's a novelty thing. And I go, that makes no sense for a snake. I said, for one thing, you wouldn't want to use it, for your snakes because the fingers on it are kind of sharp like. And I'm like, snake wouldn't want fucking you like messing with him with that fucking thing. So I was like, it's gotta obviously it must be for a back scratcher, and the scraper is obviously for scraping poop or pee off your tubs or whatever. And see, I got one too, but I honestly don't have to use it because mine are all paper trained. You love a back scratcher. It works good because I've got a couple too here. And they sent that in that shipping box. You know what I mean? So I sent it to you. I wish I had stickers, Evie. I'm a cheap motherfucker. I don't have stickers. I don't have t-shirts. Fucking. I got snakes, man. No. I put all my money honestly goes into feeding my snakes and caring for my snakes, and I don't have much money after. And I'm okay with it. I wouldn't have it any other way. There's a lot of other shit I could just be blowing my money on instead of actually being able to enjoy blowing my money. When I send that $300 for the food bill, it sucks, but it's gone and it's just part of it. You know what I mean? Yes, and I forgot, Evie. Just like I told you, I did forget that I was gonna tell you when to feed them. I would offer one of them Friday night, and then I would offer the other one like Monday night. So that way you always got a snake that you can hold, and that way you only have to heat up one meal. And if the one that you offer it to don't eat it, then you can offer it to the other one. You know what I mean? By doing them on different nights, you only have to heat one food, and you got two chances for the snakes to eat in case they don't. And they should. I'm not thinking that they won't, but later on, it's nice to have them on different nights so that way you're not wasting food. But as you'll see, I didn't really realize how much bigger Lieutenant Dan is. Lieutenant Dan's almost 600 grams. So Lieutenant Dan's on what I would say your smaller of your small rat size. You'll probably be able to find rats in your small rats that he can eat, but you'll have to go through the package because some of them are going to be smaller than the others and offer him the smaller ones out of there. But good chance you're probably going to have to get wean rats for Romeo. Unless you can find a small rat. I don't know what the sizes are going to be for you. You know what I mean? When I get from Rodent Pro, half the bag I can give my smaller snakes, and the other half I have to give my larger snakes. You know what I mean? So, but normally I've got weaned and I've got small rats here. So if if I can't find a small rat, I just offer a wean rat, Oh, Jesus, 2 packages? Yeah, and honestly, once they get on small rats, they'll be on small rats for quite a while, before you'll have to go up to mediums, And honestly, Dale says that he pretty much feeds all his adult even snakes small rats still, So, but he also breeds his rats, so he gets to pretty much pick, the right sizes because he's got, because he breeds his own feeders. I gotta see what's up. Oh, we got 7 people in here. In case you people that just showed up, Evie got her snakes this morning. Everybody's been congratulating her on her. She's totally happy. 2 packages of small rats. That's 40 rats. That's a lot of rats. I would have probably put. Yeah, you know, even if you're feeding them every week, I mean, that's 10 weeks. You know, of food, and if you're going every 2 weeks, that's 40 weeks. I mean, 20 weeks. So that's quite a while. That's a few months. So but with them 2 packages of small rats, you got a real good chance to be able to find meals out of those 2 packages for your 2 snakes that you got. You're just you might have to go through them 2 packages to find the right size for your 2 boys. That's all. But you've got a really good chance if you got 2 packages of small rats. No, that's nothing crazy about that, Evie. Fucking, I totally get it. You know what I mean? And they will eat them. So it's not like they're going to go to waste. You know? I mean, I have no problem feeling confident that I could have stuff in here for 6 months, you know, and it be good in that deep freezer. You know? But I don't have anything that ever lasts 6 months in there. All right, let's see. We'll take out a snake. I'm so stoked for you. See, if it was 8 o'clock at night, I'd be a little more concerned about maybe having my face right there, because 8 to 9 o'clock is feeding time. So 8, 9 o'clock, there's a chance she could be in food mode, and I could get a swipe to the face. Even though this girl's a super sweet, docile, I mean, lovable girl, but you know, if they think that there's food coming, I mean, sometimes, you know, they get excited to eat. Where do you think you're going? Trying to slide off me. So I give her my hand, so she gonna slide off me. Look. Throw herself around. Just throw yourself around like a broad. Yeah. So dramatic. So dramatic. Nah. She probably stay put now. I'm sure that gave her that little bit of a hot flutter when she did that. She ain't got to worry. Dad's got her. Oh, Evie. Evie, it'll keep you from staring in the tubs all day. You know, and like I said, you know, work for a little bit, then go take them out. You know, I just really told you to put them back in there to make sure that we get their body temperature back up and all that, you know. Maybe the second package I would put in a second plastic bag and cover with aluminum foil will keep them fresher. Now they're wrapped in plastic. This is how they come, Julia, from where we order. They come in these super thick plastic freezer. I don't ever get any freezer burn or anything like that. but they don't last long here though either. So see, I'm telling you, I don't have, honestly. See, then not all bloody. I mean, honestly, as far as, you know, I do like the quality of Rodent Pro. I don't care for the fucking sizes being all over the fucking place. You know, they're not bloody. They look good and healthy. They don't look like they struggled when they died. You know what I mean? I've gone sometimes to my local pet store over here in Skowhegan, and the noses are all bloody. They got blood coming out of their face, and, you know, and they look like they had a horrible death. And I understand that they're feeders, but I still, you know, it still bugs me when to think that anything has to struggle like that. You know, if you're gonna put something, if you're gonna kill the rats, I wish they would do it in a. Well, yeah, my deep freezer is, you know, is way different than your regular refrigerator. You know, and actually, there are a lot of guys that when I first started doing this, that they said get a deep freezer. You know, if you were gonna be storing any, you know, feeders for any length of time. Yeah, it is nice looking packaging, and you see none of the rat. There's no piss, you know. There's no pee all over them. They're not all bloody, you know. In if I showed you the faces, there's, you know what I mean. They look like they just went to sleep. There's no like fucking look of shock on their face, like when I get them from my local pet store and there's blood all over coming out of their mouth or their nose, and their heads will be covered in blood, or they've got piss all over them. The whole, you know what I mean? And it looks like one of them peed all over the rest of them in the package. You know, so like I said, the quality of Rodent Pro I have no problem with. They are quick, they're fast. If I order, say Friday night, I get my fucking feeders the following Wednesday to Thursday. You know, and that's pretty fast to me. You know. But it's their sizing. This, you know, you might order 4 packages of small rats, and one of the packages or 2 of the packages might look like they're fucking wean rats. You know what I mean? And that's what pisses me off. If I order small rats, it's because I'm expecting you know, at least this size or bigger. And then they send me fucking what looks like wean rats, and I go, what the fuck? And that's when sometimes I end up having to feed 2 fucking feeders because they're actually a little small. And I don't recommend you doing that. Honestly, the best fucking thing to do is just get the right size for them. But having this many snakes, you always gonna have them that are in between too. You know what I mean? There's not like, you know, not all snakes are exactly the same size at the same time. And but yes, I have had to give 2 meals at the same, you know, at the same on the same night because the fucking food's been too small. And that does piss me off because that also means that fucking, that, you know, that's an extra week I don't get to feed. You know, I've got to order food early now. Come on, you guys got to comment. Fucking you guys, I'm just gonna sit here and ramble on. Maybe I'm not getting any comments. Maybe they're not coming up. Don't wrap underneath my arm, girl. What's the weather like at where you guys are all at? It's 54 and raining here. Come on, share with me. I'm sick of sharing, being the only one sharing here. Mine from the breeder here, alive in the same town. Live in the same town. Very nice man and his rat. You pick them up. And there's more than one. You're gonna have to post some pictures up. Evie sent me a video and sent me pictures, Evan. But obviously I'm on here, so I haven't gotten a chance to see it yet. She did say that Romeo acted a little shy. She said that fucking Lieutenant Dan fucking came out, and honestly, out of the two of them, I thought Lieutenant Dan was going to be the shy one. And she said that Romeo actually acted kind of shy, but he was fine. But she said that, when she took Lieutenant Dan out, she said he was all over. He was fine. Acted like no big deal, probably just glad to be out of the bag. Pet them. Oh yeah, different smells, everything. Everything's different. But it surprised me because out of the two of them, I would have thought that Lieutenant Dan was going to be more shy. I figured Romeo would have been fine. And she said he was fine. He acted a little nervous, a little scared. But I told her they'll come right out of it. Romeo come right out of it the first couple handlings. Once he gets to know her and gets to know her scent and all that. Oh, this girl's so good. You're so good. You're such a good girl. You are. All right, girl. We'll grab somebody else, I guess. We'll grab somebody else, I guess. No lock last night, Evan. They're in this pretty much sleeping, hanging out together. Is all they're doing today. I was gonna take them out, but where they're both in there relaxed, they're not bothering each other, so they can sleep and all that. Oh, they don't care about that. Mine don't care about that, Evan. It was that they, even Phoenix last night. I noticed it last night. Caroline, I gave Phoenix to Caroline to hold last night, and Phoenix just kept staring at her like she was trying to figure out who the fuck my wife was. A lot of it's just they're just so used to fucking always seeing me that when she got him to her house, but she said they were fine. He acted fine. He just compared to Lieutenant Dan, he acted a little nervous. But he ain't nothing like fucking picking up at a reptile show, I guarantee you. Or getting from a big breeder. Because I tell you what, some of mine fucking when I took them out of the bag it was hand over hand fucking because I was gonna drop them. And I know it wasn't like that for her. I guarantee that. But I thought fucking Lieutenant Dan. And she actually going to keep Lieutenant Dan's name, she said too. She was going to call him Danny Boy, but I think she realized that it come from Forrest Gump. Lieutenant Dan. Or maybe she knew it before. But she sent us a message last night saying that she was going to keep Lieutenant Dan's name. So I thought that's pretty cool. Every fucking snake that I've gotten rid of, everybody's kept its name. Even the little boy, the little 12-year-old little boy. Okay, guys. Thanks, everybody. I'll be back later on. Okay, Evie. Enjoy yourself. Get them snakes out a couple times in between. And hopefully we'll see you this afternoon. Congratulations, Evie. Thank you. All right, sounds good. I might fucking come on later and do a live with the wife. Have the wife come in. She gets home at 4:30, so maybe we'll jump on later tonight with my wife. Yeah, Christ, when I got Caesar from that reptile show, fucking I took him out, fucking he was fucking I was almost hoping wishing that maybe I didn't take him out in the parking lot. Cause Caesar was super fucking running. And then as it was, when I got him in the fucking bag, I tied the bag up and then the little bastard kept fucking coming out of the damn bag. So the wife ended up holding him all the way back home from Lewiston, which is like an hour and a half drive. So she held him all the way home. It was fucking summertime, so late summer. So it was plenty warm enough, and he settled right down though once she just held him. But he was great when I took him out and held him in the fucking reptile show. Fucking, and then when we got outside and fucking in the parking lot, I took him out of the bag. Yes, no, thank you, Evie. Really, I do appreciate it. Thank you for giving a couple of my snakes good home. And later on, when you got time, if you could leave me a review now that you got your snakes, there should be a link that from an email. You should get an email or something through Morph Market, or go on Morph Market. There should be a link for you to click on, and it'll bring you to the review. So I appreciate it. Have a good day, and hopefully we'll see you later. This is Capone. We'll try to do them in the not so bright light, so maybe we can get some good color off him. Some actual colors. Some of these lighter snakes, fucking, they get super washed out by that light. He's such a good boy. This is Capone. My wife calls him shithead because shortly after we got him, he shit in his tub and he had shit on his head and down his side, and yeah, he was a fucking mess. He was a mess. So my wife's been pretty much fucking calls him shithead ever since. But this is Capone, other known as shithead. Another super sweet snake. Bought, no breeding plans, just I liked him. He was super orange. If you see the unboxing video, I mean, this guy was like bright, bright, bright orange. I mean, bright orange. And you can see it, most of them do fade, they lose some color as they get older. But he's still really pretty. He's got some really cool pinks and stuff down his sides that you don't see here on the camera. He's got great markings. But you want to go back and go to sleep? Dad wake you up? I did too. I woke him up. No, Heather this morning. Hopefully hopefully Heather didn't have bad news or anything. Hopefully she's just busy this morning. See, Danielle didn't come back. My fucking wife didn't do nothing, Evie. All she did is make that fucking goddamn invoice. You don't give my wife all the damn credit. Fucking A. Oh, I'm kidding. No, I will. I'll thank my wife. I will. But she did really only do the fucking invoice, and I could have done the cards myself, but you wouldn't have been able to read my writing. So, why does everybody want to give my wife so much fucking credit? I did all of this. Under protest. So, thank me. I'm just kidding, Evie. Have a good day. We'll see you later. Oh, good. I understand behind every good man there's supposed to be a great woman, and she is a great woman, but some of you motherfuckers are giving my wife way too much fucking credit for these snakes. I love my wife, but she don't deserve as much credit as you guys keep giving her. She doesn't want me to get any more. Oh, what happened? What the fuck was that? Did the screen go all weird on you guys' end? You want to come out? Come on. Got good news. My mom's coming home today. That is awesome news, Julia. So obviously you brought her the right shoes. Huh? Yeah, just keep that in mind. My wife doesn't want me buying any more snakes, so. No. Yeah, and I know there's no chance of my wife being in here right now. She's in a meeting. Laugh out loud sneakers. See, yeah, you brought her the right sneakers. She's gonna fucking sneak right out of that place today. That's awesome. That's awesome news. Hopefully you live close, so you can go over there and keep your mom company. Hopefully you don't have to do it. It's not, well, it must be somewhat close because you bring her to the hospital, so that's good. It's not like you guys have to do all your visiting through the phone. See how nice and relaxed my snakes are. Antibiotics, but they said that the infection she had was messing with her mind, and it fucking does. And I fucking, oh yeah. Oh yes. And if it's what I'm thinking, what kind of an infection, the same thing happened to my grandmother, which my grandmother had Alzheimer's anyway. But when she get that infection, it really fucked with her. You know what I mean? That is awesome, Julia. I'm glad that you do live that close to your mom. You know. You guys are giving my wife way too much credit. You can give her credit for putting up with me and staying with me, but she got nothing to fucking do with these snakes. You know? Yeah, she helps me. She holds them so they're being held and stuff like that, but Literally. Oh, well, that's even better. That's sweet. That's awesome. That's awesome that you take care of your mom. It's the way it should be, though. You know, it's so true that they take care of us as we're growing up, and we fucking don't realize that it's really when it gets to the other end of it, it's when it's really time for us to step up for our parents. You know, I don't have to step up for mine though. So, but I love seeing other people step up for their parents. But she's so worried. Yeah, we gotta take care of each other. She makes sure she watches what I eat, and I watch what she eats because I'm diabetic. It makes me laugh. That's good though. Well, it's nice to have. It's still nice to have that support. You know what I mean? That's awesome that you guys that you. I'm glad. I am glad to see when other people are close with their parents. I never have been close to mine. You know what I mean? So. bold, bold Co says his wife doesn't step foot in the snake room. Yeah, my wife does, hold my snakes and all that. And yes, when I'm gone on the bike, my wife comes in when comes home at lunch. She goes through all the tubs, make sure that nobody needs moisture or, check their water bowls. If any of them need to be changed, my wife will change them. I mean, I'm not saying that she don't do stuff, but that just sounded like my wife does so much stuff that I need to give her credit when I ship snakes out. I did that. I wish you could have been close with your parents. Yeah, it is what it is. I had a couple of my good friends growing up that their parents were more like more like parents to me than my own parents. But I had an awesome grandmother. My grandmother was awesome. So it's not like I didn't have some sort of a mother figure, but I didn't have any father figure whatsoever, really. My stepfather and I hated each other because my mother, when she first started dating him, started telling him all this fucking bullshit lies that I was such a bad person and all that. So when he first fucking met me, he already hated me before he even got a chance to meet me. And then after a while, when him and my mother started fighting and we actually started talking, he came right out and goes, geez, you what? Fucking you ain't near as bad as your mom said you was. I said, fuck no, she lies. I said, she lies about her own fucking kids. you know, Tell everybody how bad I was, and I was fucking please, thank you. Fucking, I always had fucking friends' parents fucking always inviting me over. Does that sound like a fucking shithead? Just picked up the boa from the house. Awesome! Awesome, dude. Skeeter was in there this morning saying how he wanted a white boa. You had a good ground base. Well, I did. You know, after my grandfather died, because I was always close to my grandmother growing up, but after my grandfather died, which he died, Christ, I want to say in mid 50s, early 50s, and so my uncle Jeff, her son, and I lived with my grandmother, and basically we did the husband stuff around the house. I mowed the lawn. My uncle Jeff took care of other shit. When I was younger, he would get up on the roof, clean the fucking gutters out. He would do all the stuff that fucking, you wouldn't necessarily let your fucking younger sibling do. So, I basically grew up helping my grandmother out, wash her car. And then once I could drive, she'd have me go down. My grandmother didn't even know how to pump gas. She had always gone, and she worked at Pullman Ford for 35 years. They had accountant. right here at Pulling Ford, and she retired there. They gave her a car. Well, my grandmother always went to fucking full service, gas stations and shit. Well, the only gas station here in Clinton, in this little small town that's got more cows than people, fucking had no full service pump. So she'd ask me to take her car downtown here and put gas in it. My grandmother was far from stupid. Obviously, she was fucking head accountant for fucking Pulling Ford. But it was just something she didn't do. And she was that type. She didn't want to smell like fucking gas. You know what I mean? I'm sure she could have figured it out. But my grandmother, dressed like a professional woman, She didn't really wear many dresses, but she always wore like dress slacks and always had your dress tops and stuff because she worked in an office, you know what I mean? So them type of women you don't normally see, pumping gas. My grandfather always did that for her. When the car needed gas, my grandfather go down and put gas in it for her. So my Uncle Jeff, my Uncle Jeff and I started taking care of all that stuff for my grandmother. But she deserved it. My grandmother deserved everything and more that me and my Uncle Jeff ever did for her. These rambling shit. We probably just lost 6 people. Probably got 2 people in here now. Fucking nobody wants to hear about me and my grandmother. Oh my God. Holy fuck. Appreciate it, people. I do appreciate everybody letting me fucking just talk about whatever. He's not looking so good there because he's getting washed out. That's a little better. See, he's got some lavender in him too. That the not the yellow parts, but the like that right there by my pinky. That's purple. That's purple. Yeah, I bet old Bold right now is fucking losing his fucking mind because he's getting ready to unbox his white boa. Hopefully he'll come back in and tell us all about it. Damn camera keeps going sideways. Oops, sorry. I put my hand right over it. I had a secret. Good morning, everyone. Don't everybody talk all at once here. This is Freckles. Freckles eats tonight. We've only had Freckles about trying not to open the box. Why? Why are you waiting to open the box? Oh, you're driving? Are you driving? Is that why you haven't opened it? Why the fuck are you waiting to open it? Oh, I got you. He's driving. I was like, what the hell? A couple of mine, I opened up right in the parking lot. I was so excited. I couldn't wait to get home. So I opened them up sitting right in the car in the fucking FedEx Hub parking lot. And it was funny too because there was 2 other guys. They have got snakes the same morning, and they were all doing the same fucking thing. And the next thing I said, "What the fuck?" No, I don't know who they are, and they don't know me from jack shit. But I walked up, and I didn't get real close to the car because I don't want to make them nervous. And I go, "Hey, I see you got a fucking animal shipping box too. What'd you get?" And he goes, "Oh, I got 3 ball pythons." I go, "Cool." Fucking, I said, "You mind fucking, show them to me?" He goes, "Fuck no." And fucking, next thing you know, there's 3 of us in the fucking parking lot, fucking yanking our snakes out of the bags to show each other our snakes. Fucking, it was pretty cool. I had to give a couple of things around to get the wheelchair ready to bring Mom and when my brother gets here. Oh, no shit. Yeah, I would imagine. Luckily that you were your house is wheelchair, ready. You must live in an older house because the older houses had a lot wider doorways than we do in any of your like new construction stuff now. It seemed like all the fucking interior doorways were 36. Six 33 6036. 6 foot by 36 inches wide, 32 inches wide, 32 inches wide. Freckles, he's such a good boy. And I don't really think these guys got held much, honestly. These guys been good snakes, so you know. First thing I did is get them home, and I quarantined them in their enclosure that they came in. That the three of them were in. They were in that aquarium up there, up on top. There was three ball pythons in there when I picked them up from the people. They had two males in that. They had Freckles and they had Holly, that normal male, and they had Tiana, the albino pied, all in there. And I left them in there. I'm trying to always install 36 doors when we're clean. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want a 36. I replaced my front door. I live in a trailer. I put a 36-inch door in. There ain't nothing worse than fucking getting buying a nice comfy couch and you can't fucking get it through the fucking front door. You know what I mean? And most of your big comfy couches don't fit through a 32. You know what I mean? Or a 28. You know, we always told them the same thing. Interior, we don't care if it's interior or exterior. When it comes time to moving furniture around, that 36 fucking inch opening fucking makes a big difference. Huge difference. And like I said, them big comfy couches don't like to come through them fucking 32-inch doors. And a lot of them you can't take the fucking goddamn fucking legs off them, or the little fucking whatever the fuck you call them, the little legs. You can't take them off, so they won't fucking fit. You end up like ripping fucking to pull them through the doorway. Do I sound like I've done it before? Fuck yes. Ripped a couch, pulling it through the door. All right. Who do we want to get out now? I don't really plan on taking Raven out today. I think we'll give her a day off. Just 'cause. The girl Raven. She's such a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart. I just feel like I've taken everyone should be prepared for the worst. You never know what can happen. Definitely. Definitely. I gotta go through some messages. Yeah, and two people can run through a 36-inch door opening. Try to run two people through a 28-inch doorway. Or a fucking 32. Fucking these racks working. I can run through a doorway I can run through a 36-inch doorway with any of these racks. So if shit goes down, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be fucking hauling, taking water bowls out and fucking haul, and then grabbing the rack and running. Actually, I don't know. Might not even worry about the water bowls, but I don't really think I want them sitting in water though. But I've already thought of that. You know, that's how I moved them anyway. When I moved them from the other room into here, all I did is dump out the water out of the water bowls, took the water bowls out, and picked them up and lugged them in here. You know, fucking, I figured, because I was like, at first I was like, oh, I'm going to take all the snakes out. And then I was like, why? You know, all I got to do is really worry about the water bowls. They're not going to care. So that's the plan here. I move house, I'm going to do the same thing. I have a move, I'm going to do the same thing, take all the water bowls out, and I'll probably just put duct tape, a couple of fucking things of duct tape over the front to make sure that the fucking tubs can't slide out, and I'd move them probably right in their racks. Well, oh, I don't know who to take out. Leper really don't. She don't want to come out. I don't really want to mess with her. You want to come out this morning? We'll see if this girl's acting like she's hungry. She eats this weekend, I think. Nope, it's a bye week this week. She's still acting like she's hungry. Huh? Last time I stuck my hand in like this and she fucking picked her head right up. And look, I'm going to get tubs like you said. That way I can get my babies quicker. I definitely would. Why not? Because then you can get them and then you can fucking, you've already got enclosures for your other ball pythons. You know what I mean? So it's not like you don't have, you know, enclosures for them and that you need to get a rack. That's why I said, honestly, I would set up a couple temporary tubs, you know, and then work on getting your rack, you know, because they'll be fine. They don't have to be in a rack, you know. Honestly, them going from a tub to another tub is going to be easier. They don't necessarily have to go from a rack into another rack, you know. My son, when he took his two snakes from me, they were used to being in this rack, and he ended up building a rack that he could stick these other tubs, like I said, those ones that he could stick those in, and they did fine. You know what I mean? They ate farm great right off from the get-go, and you wouldn't know that they weren't already in one of those, you know, before. So, but I can tell you right now, I moved Phoenix last night up to this tub, and it took her quite a while to settle into this tub. I don't think she's liking it so much. I might end up having to put her back in one of these because she's not liking all the space in there. I can tell. I can just tell. You know. So we'll see, though. The telltale sign will be when I go and offer her food Monday. If she doesn't eat Monday, I'll know that obviously she's not probably all that happy, and I'll probably end up moving her back down. You know. Yes, my son-in-law is going to help me build my rack. I don't blame you. And you don't need special tubs then. You know, you could go to Walmart, pick up your tubs, because I honestly like these tubs, and you could build it to where you don't need this lid. It'll be just like these tubs are. He can build it to where there's just a little space over the top, you know, like 3/16 to a 1/4 inch gap. And you'd be able to slide these tubs. You could design it to where you could buy Walmart tubs and build your rack to them, you know, and not have to put these tops on. You could just go and use the tubs Build your rack, because that's actually what my son's got now. My son actually built his rack for tubs that he got at Walmart. These are expensive. You know, I'm pretty sure 5 of these Freedom Breeder tubs cost me close to $200. These clear tubs were, I think, $109 for 5 of them for the clear ones. But these aren't Freedom Breeders. These are Freedom Breeder tubs because they got the friggin' built-in bowls, and I hate them. You know, what would you rather have? Some of these do have bowls in them. Would you rather have this size bowl for your snakes, or would you rather have this size bowl? You know, this is a size bowl in the Freedom Breeders, and these are the bowls that I put in the tubs that don't have bowls in them. I really wish I hadn't got them. And they're a pain in the ass too for like putting my paper towel in, because that fucking where that bowl is in the center. So that's why it takes me a lot longer to fuck with this tub than it does the ones without the bowl in it. But that's my personal opinion. But personally, I mean, there's no comparison. You know, this little bowl, or, you know, this, or even a bigger size bowl. So honestly, I don't really like. Yes, I like my bowls way better. I mean, when I first started doing research and shit, everybody said, you know, you should have a big enough bowl to where they can get in and soak. They don't necessarily have to have their whole body in there, but they should be able to get some of their body, you know, more than just in this. I mean, what the fuck are they gonna put in this? Their head? Their ass? You know what I mean? So I prefer the bigger bowls. But now that I got that fucking little bowl in there, if I put a big bowl in there, now I've got, you know, I'm lessening their actual, you know, move around area. So I don't really care for these Freedom Breeder tubs. I don't mind the ones that don't have the bowl in them, which I'm pretty sure I do have some that don't have. Yes, this one is a Freedom Breeder tub, but it's got, I put my bowl in there. Oh, this guy peed too. I gotta change this guy. So bear with me for a second. It's my spider. My spider ball. Oh man, you stink. Man, you stink. And see, he you know, when he first comes out, he's fine. You don't, you know, but then it don't take long. I'm just gonna set him up here. I'll let you guys watch him so you can see how he acts when, you know, when he's by himself. He still does it, you know. That's what kind of tells me that it's not necessarily me holding him that puts him in there. It's him just being out of his element. He'll do his head thing, but obviously he doesn't do the corkscrewing so much. But look, see him? See how he's holding his head? Because I had somebody ask me, they said, hey, does he still do that even when you're not holding him, or is it only when you hold him? And I know what they were getting at. They were going to say, hey, well, obviously if it's only when you hold him, don't hold him. Well, it's regardless. He does it. He does it regardless. And as you can see, Maybe you can't see. You will be able to see because I'll do this. I'll do this right here so you can actually watch him. No. It's not really looking all that great on my TV, but I'm assuming it looks better on yours. He must have just went too, because I just checked everybody before I started this live, so I'm gonna shut her tub. She don't want to come out, so, and she would have if she wanted to come out. Like I said, I don't necessarily think Boas necessarily do real great about being out every day. And yes, I could take them out, and there's a good chance, probably nothing's gonna happen. But I'm pretty sure they just as soon be left alone today. I'll take Motley out though when I get done, because I haven't had her out fucking much at all. I took her out yesterday, but she wasn't out for very long. Spruce up your water bowl. Hey. Hey. You turkey lap. I got him. I am a good snake dad. Sweet, you gonna make homemade bowls for me, Julia? I'm not really paying attention to my TV. I'm trying to get this cleaned and also watch him too. Alright, there we go. We put water back in. Fresh water. He's doing okay. Alright. Oop, I don't want to knock the camera off the stand. Alright. Here we go. Here you go, buddy. This is Thunder. He just shed, I think, yesterday. He's still really pink. I'll put him in here and you'll be able to see his pinks. They show up better when you see him. See how pink he is? It's because he just came out of shed. Oh, you want your bowls to look like marble? That'll look awesome. But see, even in his tub, he still moves around kind of hanky. But he's such a good boy. And see, he has a hard time uncoiling himself. And if I turn him upside down, he'd have a hard time righting himself. Like I said, from what I hear, I've got kind of more on the extreme level of problems. I guess some of them aren't as bad. Yes, I feel bad for him, but he does everything that he's supposed to. He eats. He sheds perfect sheds. I mean, this is his shed from the other day, yesterday, whatever day before. I mean, good sheds. He eats good, but he's got his quirkiness. So when I hold him, I don't hold him for very long because sometimes I can take him out and have him out 5-10 minutes. He'll still be doing his thing, but it won't. It's just nice and slow and all that. And then other times I take him out and I'm holding him and he'll stop it, but he'll be doing it like just constantly corkscrewing, and you could just tell that he's not having a good time. So I'll put him back. You know what I mean? And he does that sometimes when I go to clean him and the wife's holding him. He'll start doing his thing, and my wife feels really bad, and she's always sitting there going, "Oh, buddy, it's all right, it's all right. Calm down, calm down." And we do feel bad. I do feel bad, but am I doing right by killing him too? Taking him to the vet and having him put to sleep. I mean, am I really, doing what's best by doing that too when he does everything that he's supposed to do? Because I can't say that he has a miserable life. Because right now, he's moving around. It's still a little weird, but it's not like seems to be bothering him. I don't know. It's hard to know what's fucking best. He somewhat relaxes with me, but he's not any more relaxed with me than he is with my wife. He's either relaxed and like I said, he's always gonna still do the head thing, but it's just a lot slower. When he's not what I would say stressed, but when he seems like he does get stressed, well, no, I don't know, and that's why I still got him. But I mean, I still fight myself with it all the time, going, is this really the best life for him, with all them issues? But then I go, he didn't ask to be born. It wasn't like this was something that naturally happened in the wild. It was bred into him. And, just because he's got a quirk, does that mean that I should put him down? So I don't know. And like I said, as long as he keeps eating and he keeps doing everything that he's supposed to do, I'm just going to love him the way he is with the quirks that he's got. And I'm just going to be glad that he's here where I understand and can tell, no, he's stressed and I should put him back. Or, yeah, he's looking weird, doing his weird stuff, but this is relaxed, weird stuff. You know what I mean? With him, I'm glad that he's here because I know how to read him. And for somebody else, if that was somebody's only pet, though, I couldn't even imagine. Being like Evie, so excited to get her first snake this morning, and she gets that in the mail. That I would say, oh, don't hold it a whole lot. And like I said, as long as it's doing its quirkiness, nice and slow, and not like fucking, oh my God, fucking, then, hold him. If it gets to that point, then put him back. I mean, who the fuck wants that? Luckily, I had like 4 or 5 snakes already. And like I said, we didn't even see any signs of it whatsoever the first year. It wasn't even until he was like a year and a half, or older, when we noticed, he's got some issues. And instantly I go, well, that sucks, because I bought him to breed Storm. To breed this girl. White on white, huh? But I bought him to breed this girl, and this girl's, now I'm gonna have to, breed her to this super. Now I have to breed it to him, and he's got that purple head, and I really want just all white snakes. I don't want a purple-headed snakes. I love him. Don't get me wrong. I do love fucking lightning, but you know, she is so much prettier being all white than him to me having that purple head. I don't know who to take out. We'll take Phoenix out, maybe. We'll see how Phoenix is acting since being moved up. But I am pretty sure these guys got to the point that they do recognize me, you know, as opposed to my wife. So and I gave her old hide, her original hide, so she's got something in there that smells like her and all that. But pretty much, she was pretty roamy last night, and this morning when I opened her up, she wasn't like running around, but she was exploring, which isn't she doesn't normally do that. Normally she just, but could be just because it's new. We'll give her a few days. We'll see what happens. Like you said, if she don't eat, that's instant. You know, that's enough for me because she never refuses food. She's never refused a meal, and if she refuses now, that'll be enough for me to realize that I moved her up too soon. Because she is. I don't normally move them up this size. You know, normally it's, you know, anywhere from 6 to probably 800 grams before I like to move them up. Oh, and like I said, Twitch, not Twitch, but Lieutenant Dan, he was 557 or something like that last night. So he's only like 50 grams away, and he's breedable size already. I didn't realize he was that heavy until after I went and checked. I just saw that you messaged Julia. That the one I wish I could. My banana was. I think they'd make pretty babies. Pretty babies. What one? Which one did you want to breed with your banana? I had to see it because I didn't want to look at the TV. Oh, we only got 4 of us in here now. But this girl last night, though, when my wife was holding her like this, and she was just like staring right up at her. And my wife goes, "Do I need to be worried about you?" And I looked over and I go, "No." My wife goes, "I know." She goes, "But look at how she's looking at me." And I go, "Jesus, that is weird." And she just kept sitting there looking at her. And I was like, "Wow." I said, "Well, maybe they do actually get to know, actually maybe they are, just that used to me." And then I took her from my wife, and then she started doing this. You probably end up with a lot of normals, honestly. Go to morph generator ball pythons, put in a banana, and then put in a super Mojave. I think you're going to end up with a lot of hats, no visuals. You know, you can't just throw a white snake in a banana and get white snakes, or get banana white snakes. It doesn't work that way. You know, and you probably already know that. You'd have to breed them multiple times, and then take the babies and breed the adult male to the females, and And you might have to do that a couple times before you even get visuals. Like, yeah, you know, you need two snakes with the same visual in order to get visuals of that. If you take a banana and you take him, which he's supposed to be possible banana, or he's supposed to be super Mojave banana, so you could get some bananas out of it that will be het for super Mojave, you know, or Mojave, you know what I mean? But yeah, just because you take a white snake and you breed it to a banana doesn't mean you're gonna get white banana snakes. You know, I wish it was that simple. You know, and that's why it takes years. When you see these guys, you know, I got lucky and hit that 3 visual morph because you know it normally takes fucking years before you're gonna get that. I just had the right combination to, you know, that were 100% hidden genes that you know, and they both had exactly that. You know, Blaze was albino, so he's visual albino, and he's also inchy, and he was 100% het for clown. So she is a clown visual, so you're guaranteed where he's 100% het for clown that you'll get at least clowns. And her being 100% het for albino and him being albino, you're guaranteed you're going to get clown albinos. Definitely. You just don't know how many you're going to get. You know, so I got lucky because they actually were listed as het for clown or het for albino. They weren't listed as 100% for het. I proved out that they were 100% het with the shit that I got out of the clutch. So I actually got really lucky. You know, my first fucking eggs was they were my first clutch. And then 2 days later my clown het pie laid. So I ended up both my clowns laid eggs within 2 days of each other. And then my firefly, I didn't even know my firefly was pregnant. I opened her tub up one day and she had fucking 4 eggs in there. And I was like, holy shit. I didn't even know you was pregnant. And then because luckily I had my incubator was still going because I was just pretty much at the end of the clown eggs coming out. So my incubator was already going. So it worked out great. I just grabbed them and fucking threw them in my incubator, and this is one of the babies that I didn't even count on. You know, I had only really bred Caesar to Gypsy like 2 or 3 times. I wasn't really even trying to get anything. I didn't really even think she was gonna go, and I opened her tub up and look, there's eggs. I was like, holy shit. Exactly the way it is normally too sometimes, like on the albino stuff, I don't even know they're in shed because their eyes don't actually turn blue. They stay light colored, you know, orange, pink, or whatever. You really don't know. You have to be able to check the pink belly to know they're even in shed. But a lot of times on the albino stuff, I open the tub up and there's a fucking shed in there. I didn't even know that they were in shed. But I'm going to make sure my wife starts holding this girl more. I thought she did hold her enough, but this girl it was definitely evident last night that she's definitely more, you know, used to me handling her than my wife. I hope everything's good with Heather. I haven't seen her today. Haven't heard from her. Danielle was supposed to come back, but she didn't come back this morning. It's like that too, but God, she was so friendly. Yeah, it's a good fucking thing your Burmese was friendly. I wouldn't want to mess with a fucking Burmese that weren't friendly. Put it that way. All right, you guys want to see Motley? You let go. Let go of that takeaway box. There we go. I just like showing you guys taking them out. If you guys have seen any videos on baby boas, I'm sure you, like me, you saw plenty of them where they aren't necessarily, where they can be really defensive sometimes. I've seen probably more baby boas being defensive than I have actually like big boas. You know what I'm saying? I love this little girl. I love these boas, man. And it's probably because they've proven to me. I thought too. I thought the same thing. Oh, I probably ought to tap train, and you know, I thought they were just going to be like completely different than ball pythons. You know, and they're I think they're just as chill as ball pythons. All my boas are super chill. You know. I think Raven is super chill too, especially for what she is. I think fucking Raven's a super chill girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? You just got such a sweet little face. You do. You got such a sweet little face. Look at your little face. You got a nose movie? You got a nose movie? Huh? You're such a sweet girl. You are. You're such a sweet girl. Says, open that mouth up. I want to get inside. My little motley girl. And this is another one. As little as she is, I could probably have her out for hours. Literally. Just let her up around my collar, around my neck, and she would be fine with it. You know. And that's the thing. I don't think boas or ball pythons. I don't think one of them is more apt to like being out longer than the other. You know what I mean? It really it always depends on the snake. But I would honestly say that most of my boas, I think that I could have out. Maybe Raven probably wouldn't do good much more than an hour. If I had Raven out probably for an hour, she'd probably be ready to go back after that. But the rest of them, I don't really think it would care. They would care. I mean, fucking Rora was out probably close to an hour yesterday, and I could have still left her out, but it was still, it's 75 in here today. And you guys know normally it's about 72 in here, so, and it's not even to the warmest part of the day today, so. But this girl loves to just kind of move around and check stuff out. She is such a good girl. And I would say definitely another snake that's really confident. Well, When they move around on you and they're not trying to get away and they're just just moving around on you, that, like you say, that's a definitely telltale sign to me. It's just plain damp and cold here today. Really. She's not trying to get away. She's just exploring. You know, and perfectly content. And she's funny too because she's another one that eventually she'll settle in and she's just gonna hang out and she's just gonna sit there. It was raining now. It's spitting snow. Oh, that sucks, Julia. Yeah, see, it's beautiful here today. Well, it's raining, but it's gonna be like a high of 54, 55 today. And Christ, it's gonna be almost 60 here Sunday. I actually almost my bike's still registered until March. Once March comes, my registration runs out. I could actually take my bike out this Sunday, but maybe possibly if we get a ton of rain between now and then to get the calcium and the salt off the road, maybe I might go out. Yeah, actually, the tomorrow's going to be like a high of 20 degrees here, and then Friday's going to be 50 something again. No, 38 Friday, and then 50 something, 54, 55 degrees Saturday, and then almost, I think, 58, 59 for Sunday. And then all next week's supposed to be in the 50s here. So actually, I'm pretty pumped about it. But like I said, I just soon get a ton of rain. We need a ton of rain right now. Get all the salt and calcium off the road. I don't take my bikes out until we get a shit ton of rain to get the salt and shit gone. I don't even care about the sand. It's not the sand for me. You know, it's about the salt. It's about the shit that's in the water, the standing water on the roads. It gets in places you'll never get fucking be able to get off your bike. So, and you see what it does to a car. Well, Boas seem to hang on from get go better than the ball pythons than the ball pythons though. You know, in the very beginning, the ball pythons, when you put them around your neck, they don't really hang on. They seem like they're hanging on, then all of a sudden they let go and they just like roll off you. Wish I still had my mom, a big bowl. She was so beautiful. She loved me, but she sure hated the guy I was with. Yeah, it's kind of like my parrot. My parrot loves me to death, but she does not like the wife really. And it's a mutual thing there with the wife and the bird, my parrot. And I got just a little parrot, you know. She's the size of a conure. You know, Dale's got like a $7,500 bird parrot. His parrot's like a real parrot, expensive parrot. I paid like I don't know, 600-800 bucks for my bird. You know, she was cheap. And that's what's killing Dale right now too, because he knows that he's had that bird for over 20 years. Sounds like he got him in his 20s, his early 20s, and so and Dale said, he goes, geez, he goes, I don't have 7,500 bucks to go, buy another bird. So I told him to maybe possibly think about going and contacting some bird rescues, because there are a lot of parrot rescues out there. Maybe he can find a parrot that he can bond with. Walk past her dog cage because she would hiss so loud it rattled the whole house. That's funny. They are. If you haven't ever heard a real hiss, Fucking, I have never heard any of my ball pythons hiss, but even this little tiny girl, when I first got her, fucking, a year ago or so, fucking, when she hissed, she sounded like she was an 8 foot snake. And then a Raven, when I heard Raven hiss for the first time, Christ, Raven sounded like she was a 12 foot snake and she was only like 3.5 feet long. You know what I mean? It was like incredible. It made the hair on the back of my neck stand up when I heard her hiss, and then her mouth wide open, and she was in that fucking S shape, and and I was just like, holy fuck, what the fuck? I was like, and I'm supposed to, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? And I knew, I go, well, I gotta still take her out. I can't let her, think that every time she hisses, I'm just gonna leave her alone, because she's gonna hiss every fucking time I go to take her out. So I had to push through it, and I just reached in, and she fucking spun that fucking head around and looked right at my hand. And I was like, oh shit, she's gonna fucking bite me. And then I picked her up, and she calmed right down. She just sat there. I'll be honest, I kind of held her out like this because I wanted to make sure I didn't fucking let her whack me in the face if she did. I believe about 7 foot, but she had some girl. Yeah, people don't realize how big around these fucking snakes some snakes get. You're talking about berms, you're talking about fucking, bigger than a softball. When I tell people that fucking, Roxy, literally, when Roxy's full grown, Roxy's going to be the size of a softball. Literally. And nobody has any idea either, Julia. I mean, you do, obviously, but people have no idea how strong snakes can actually be. I mean, let alone a Burmese, but I mean, my two big, boas that I got that are nowhere near what I consider a big snake, and they can squeeze fucking way harder than I guarantee you anybody even realizes. And then you get into Burmese and retics, we're talking about danger squeezing, end your life squeezing. I'm pretty sure that no matter how hard my boas squeeze, even if Raven gets 12 foot, the only way I'm going out is if she gets me wrapped around my neck. She's not going to be able to squeeze my main body hard enough to kill me. But if she somehow gets cold around my fucking neck, I guarantee you at full grown, I'm going to have all I can do to get her off me. But even though she's probably, trying to maybe, it feels like she's ending my life, I'm still not gonna go grab her and not like care how I do it. I'm gonna be pulling her off as gentle as I can, try not to hurt her. Definitely gonna try not to freak the fuck out and keep my head. And I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but I mean, eventually it probably is going to happen. I mean, eventually she's probably going to squeeze me where I fucking get to the point where I feel a little uncomfortable. But I'm not going to be, yanking on her without her best interest at heart. I'm going to make sure that when I pull her off me, I'm not going to be fucking hurting her. Hello, good morning. Almost lunchtime. What time is it? What time is it, people? I got no fucking clock in here. Okay, don't everybody talk all at once. What do we want to talk about? Is there anything anybody wants to know? 12:32. Oh, wife will be home here in about 15 minutes. We want to do another live this afternoon, or you guys just want me to wait till tonight and do one with the wife? I don't know for sure if I can get her to do it. Maybe. I might be able to get her to come on for a few minutes anyway. What is this girl doing? And see, my breath ain't bothering her a bit, coming out of my nose or my mouth. I see where somebody said, oh, they thought that you know, they breathed on their boa and that's why it bit them. I mean, maybe these guys are just so used to me and that's why it don't affect them. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why my snakes are all the way they are, honestly. I don't know if they, you know, sitting here watching her crawl over your head. It's funny as hell to watch. Well, I'm glad that something's happening that somebody can find some amusement out of. I'm fucking really starting to. I know it doesn't sound it, but I'm running out of stuff to talk about. We're gonna end up talking about everything if we don't come up with something. I was kind of hoping Danielle would come back. You know, I don't know if you was in here last night, but we picked up another female yesterday afternoon named Danielle that hasn't gotten snakes yet, but she's, you know, she's still in the research stage, but she's gonna end up getting, you know, getting a snake eventually, and it sounds like she's probably gonna get a boa and a ball python by the sounds. But it was nice having her in here. Yeah, well, and it was cool too because there was enough fucking people in here. Somebody, Tiana was in here, and Tiana welcomed her, and I had enough people in here that welcomed her. And she said she's watched a lot of my videos, but she's never actually commented, you know. So, and she was the first one that popped in yesterday afternoon when I started my live back up. I thought it was Evan in here because normally Evan's normally the first person in on my lives, you know what I mean? So I automatically assumed it was Evan, and it wasn't. It was that Danielle chick, and she actually sent me a message and saying that, hey, you know, I don't know, I normally watch your videos, but this is the first live, and I don't normally comment. And I, you know, told her that I appreciate her being here, and yeah, you know, and I think there are a few people. Well, I'm pretty sure. Like yesterday, we had 4 people in here, and it was Tiana and Danielle that were messaging. You know, that we were all talking back and forth, and we had a couple people that weren't saying anything. And I don't know if it's just they didn't feel comfortable enough to talk. I mean, I would hope everybody's comfortable here. You know, I mean, there's no pressure, and you know, I keep trying to make sure that people know that, hey, don't, you know, if I don't care if whether you think it's stupid or not, you got a question, ask it. I'm not gonna laugh at you, and everybody here is really decent, so I really don't know understand why, you know, people don't want to comment or don't want people knowing that they're in here. I mean, unless I figure it's probably a couple of haters that heard that I do lives, and probably somebody said, "Oh, this guy says this," and they're just in here because they you know, want to hear me say something that they don't agree with, so then they can go back and tell their posse how, oh yeah, don't watch this guy. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's one of them tub guys. Fuck yeah, you know. I really don't care. I don't care what anybody else fucking wants to do. You want to keep them in a fucking shoebox? Go for it. You want to keep them in a fish tank? Go for it. They're your snakes. You do what you want with them. these are my snakes. I'm going to do what I feel is best for them. So, and as long as everybody's got their snakes, you know, health and best wishes, fuck it, it ain't gonna matter what fuck you got them in. You'll figure out how to make it work. You know what I mean? I mean that's what that's what good keepers do. You know, we figure out the way we're gonna do something, and then we just figure out how to make it work. So, and you can't knock anybody for trying to do their best. See that? I just looked a few seconds ago. There were 6 people in here, and then I mentioned about how fucking people are just in here. I think fucking because they oh, let's fucking see what this guy has to say because fucking they heard from somebody that and they don't agree with what I have to say, which is fine. I don't give a shit. Fucking, I got 30 fucking 5. I got 34 snakes here now. 32 snakes. And they all eat great. They all got great temperament. So, can you see what I said about my brother? I'll have to go look and see what you said about your brother. No, but when you're new to going into a lie, it does make you take a pause. I mean, a lot of people are not too outgoing. I did the same thing. I watched a bunch of your videos. Man, you see what I said? Yes, your brother's going to build you a rack. Is that what you're saying? It's honestly fucking, that is the cheapest, and there's nothing wrong with it. I honestly, I liked my mats. I still have a little more faith in my mats than a 3-inch heat tape. I mean, they only got 3 inches of heat tape in here, and I like to, this size tub. This size tub, I like to have about this much heat tape across the bottom, on this size tub. And fucking these are the same. These got the same size heat tape in them in that tub there. I mean, it works obviously, but still, personally, it got deleted. What got deleted? When you see what I said about my brother, it got deleted. No, he to the hospital with a present for me. Who deleted it? Nobody deleted it here. Your message got deleted here? I didn't delete no message. And I'm pretty sure I'd have to delete it in order for it to get deleted. Or you deleted it. I came to the hospital with a present. What was the present? I didn't see what the present was. He looked at Mom and said I should have gotten you something. Oh, because he had a present for you and he didn't have one for his mom? But I got something for sis. Huh. Well, he probably got you something because he really appreciates you taking good care of your mom. He probably did it because he wanted you to know that he appreciates you taking care of you guys' mom. You know what I mean? Which is nice. especially if you are doing most of it. And I would say, obviously, you probably are caring for your mom more than the brothers and sisters because she's living with you. I mean, obviously, nobody's going to be able to do more for your mother than you are because you live with her. He bought me a stuffed snake and said that one I can hold. Yeah, that's cool. That was nice of you, brother. That was nice of you, brother. But I would put money on it. He did that because he does appreciate what you are doing for you guys' mom. You know, it takes a special kind of person. Yeah, he knew you. Oh, well, cause you would love it. Takes a special kind of person to be able to take care of their parents, later in life like that. But sounds like your whole family's kind of close anyway, Julia. See that girl? She's still in the same spot. Exact same spot she was the last time I took her out. She's such a good girl. Yeah, he's a hell of a good guy. Well, I'm glad that you get along good with your family. I was at the point that when I lost my stepfather and I lost my grandmother, that was pretty much the glue that held our family together. So I live in the same town as my Uncle Jeff, and I should have said that. Me and my Uncle Jeff, I hate my Uncle Jeff. He really don't like me. He treated me like shit growing up because he was jealous of me, because I was the youngest, and he was the second youngest. You know, I have one brother and two sisters, all steps. I have my brother and one sister have the same mother, but we all have three different fathers. And then my other sister, my other sister, we have the same father, not the same mother. So it's kind of weird. And my sister with my that has the same father as me, but different mothers. She's only like 3 years younger than I am. My other sister is 8 years younger than I am, and my brother is 16 years younger than I am. So honestly, other than my sister that we share the same father, but we never really grew up together because I didn't really grow up with my father. Like I said, I stayed with him for like a year, and then I skipped school, so he kicked me out. I was living in the woods. My father kicked me out of his house because I skipped school because I wanted to walk my girlfriend to her class instead of going to my class. So, you know, and I got kicked out of fucking, I got suspended from school for skipping, and my father kicked me out of the house. Fucking, so then I went and stayed in the woods, lived in the woods for fucking, well, almost a whole summer. And then fucking cold weather was coming, and then I ended up moving in with my grandmother. Yeah, I'm a Mainer. Didn't really bother me. I mean, I brought up in the woods, so fucking living in the woods wasn't a big deal, Fucking, and I lived just behind my friends' houses. I had like three or four friends that lived on that stretch right there, close together, like every other, every they lived three houses were right together, next to each other. They were next door neighbors, and we had a cabin out in the woods that we built, and when fucking I had no place to live, I stayed in the cabin out in the woods. front door, step on the front steps, and let us cigarettes, and the principal came out to talk to me about it. I got, oh no shit. My wife's home, so I'm gonna shut down for now, but I'll be back. So whoever might want to come back, I'll be back in probably about 20, 25 minutes. But we're gonna shut down for now. All right, see ya.